So do you think that Before I Self-Destruct would be just as relevant as Get Rich or Die Trying?
I believe so. I mean, I can't expect the same numbers. I don't think anyone can. Like M had the largest debut album with the Relapse, and Relapse is at 4 million worldwide.
And it's crazy because he had great marketing, but he didn't have that really huge look like he had the last time.
M doesn't usually. He didn't come outside.
Right.
If M comes outside, you're gonna feel the weather change. You know what I mean? Like, because he didn't leave the house. He worked 2 days.
Well, there were some pictures on the internet where he gained a lot of weight. Did he lose that weight?
Yeah, he lost weight. He was high at that point.
High off what?
He was getting high.
The roll up?
Nah, a little couple pills, a little Ambien, a little.
Oh, really?
Different stuff.
Do you have conversations with him when he's doing that? Like, yo, you need to chill, or
nah,
do you just...
You don't actually see that actually happening. You just, he's just cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, at different points, like M is like, I hold him in as high regards as I hold my grandparents. He can't do no wrong in my eyes, and it's because, you can't expect people to come into your life, or you don't expect people to come into your life in the later stages and actually be able to help you or be that productive in your actual life.
Would you say Eminem kind of changed your life?
Yeah, doing the deal. Because Dre followed in suit with what he wanted at that point.
Yeah.
And he was passionate about the 50 Cent project.
50. When Get Rich or Die Trying was coming out, do you feel like you were blackballed in the business?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
New York City, the music business is based in New York City.
Right.
Meaning all the major record companies have office space, employees, and representation of their companies there. So even the southern-based acts fly to New York to sit down and have their record launch meetings. You know what I mean? And I'm in the middle of New York, and nobody's doing the deal because they're afraid that because I'm actually in the hood and in the heart of what really goes on these actual records.
You're labeled as the
bully.
Guy. Yeah, the bad guy. You keep the beef going with New York rappers.
Not necessarily New York rappers. It's just artists that challenge me. And it's obvious that I've been in a really good space over the last 6 years in music, and me generating interest has caused me to be the target for the altercation or for the battle. Like, people don't usually see the person actually starting the altercation; they just see me finishing it.
Kanye West, the comment you made about Kanye.
Yeah.
When you said that if that was you on stage, you probably would have gave Kanye the 1-2 punch, But
not necessarily just Kanye. Anybody who did that to me at that point. Check this out. When I look at the situation that happened with Taylor Swift, my son's mom has a daughter before my son. She was 5 when I met her. My son just turned 13 October 13th. Meaning that Taylor Swift could be my child. So when Kanye West gets on stage and pulls a trophy away from him because he thinks Beyonce deserves it, when she's got every trophy under the sun, what feelings does that provoke in you for just a moment? If a person asks you the question, because they think I don't like Kanye West, when I don't have anything against him.
Do you like Kanye?
I don't have anything against him.
Do you like him?
These are not my friends.
Do you like his music?
Yeah, there's some points that I enjoy his music.
Okay. Do you still think he's gay? I remember you saying that before.
I think he's a little fruity.
Okay.
I think if you look at his vibe, he's made statements to make people. I don't know if he's doing that to make people comfortable with him to market himself in that way, but he'll say he's a little feminine because he was raised by his mom, or say he get his style from gay people, or different things. And then when you see him bring women out of nowhere into the limelight, it kind of makes you feel like he's trying to cover something up.
Well, what do you think about Amber Rose? Do you think she's sexy?
I don't think about it.
Oh. Okay, let's move along from that question. So, Jay-Z was overseas, and they asked him about your response to Kanye, and Jay-Z says, no one is scared of 50 Cent. Right. I repeat, no one is scared of 50 Cent. Do you think Jay was trying to take a shot at you?
Well, I think Jay-Z is experiencing the response to his actual presentation.
And what is that?
His presentation is so safe right now. He's becoming more and more approachable. Being associated with Beyonce is doing great things for him.
Yeah.
And because of that, people are comfortable enough to walk onto a stage. Because of that, the guy that he was talking to made him feel like he was a punk. So he had to say, nobody's scared of 50 Cent. Let me get this straight. Nobody's scared of 50 Cent. So, but no one's asking 50 Cent if he's scared of Jay-Z.
Are you?
Because I made it clear.
You're not scared of Jay-Z.
Before that. See, you'll ask, did you need to ask that question? Or do you,
I'm just asking.
You need to hear the answer? Or do
yeah,
you want
I want
the
to
ratings
hear
from it?
I want to hear the answer.
I'm not even going to answer that.
Okay.
I don't think there's any confusion with me being afraid of anything. Who's challenged me?
Are you afraid of anyone?
Who's presented themselves to me that I didn't respond to?
So let's say 50 is bulletproof. He's not afraid of anyone.
It's not that. As far as competing in hip-hop and as an actual art form, there's no artist that I don't feel like I can actually compete with.
Do you still refer to him as Mr. Knowles? I read one of your comments that you said Jay-Z's gotten soft since he married Beyonce.
Well, you know, he has to be prepared to get into the inauguration ball. He has to be nice and lighthearted.
Okay, he's saying that with a damn straight face. All right, let's talk about Lil Wayne. You said that.
Why Lil Wayne? If you're talking 50 Cent, why are we talking about Lil Wayne?
Like, you just say whatever you want, whereas some artists would think before they, you know,
Well, go ahead, say
something.
I think before I say everything I say.
So is this a ploy to sell records going at certain artists?
Is it a ploy, or are you offering this to the public right now by asking this question?
He's doing his 50 laws of power. 50 laws of power.
Is that what I'm doing? Then you should have read the book.
I heard the book was really good, though.
Yeah, you gotta
Did you
check me
bring
out.
a copy?
No, I'll make sure I bring
Nelson,
it.
can you get me a copy?
Okay.
I like her, Nelson. She has really nice boobs.
Pause. Be nice, 50. All right. So, do you not want to address these comments you made about Lil Wayne?
Say what you want. Let's give
right.
the show. Let's make make this as entertaining as possible.
So you said that Lil Wayne's been in the public eye since he was a teenager. Where did all this thug mentality comes from?
Well, I didn't ask where the mentality came from. I just said where was the period for him to actually be doing the things that he's actually saying in the music. If you grew up on television in front of us, then I can't really see where those things took place or where they happened. But creatively, if those are the choices based on him being exposed to Baby or people around him, I understand it. But can you take it? Can you embrace that as if it's actually coming from him and his actual life experiences?
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you've been in the public's eye since you were 14, when did you start, you know, cripping it up and blooding it up and doing all of those things?
It's a little interesting.
Yeah.
In fact, the Hot Boys kind of didn't know what color bandana to wear in the beginning, remember?
Yeah, it was
like yellow,
red,
sky blue, red.
And then it flipped over. I remember.
It's a bunch of colors.
All right, let's talk about Mace.
Yeah.
Puffy finally let Mace out of his contract.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, it was interesting because I think Puffy was a little uncomfortable with me, maybe, because the concept of doing the actual Mace deal at that point was to make a non-confrontational album. I had no idea Mace was ready to do Murder Mace again.
Yeah.
It was to make a good rap record that didn't actually have that aggression to it. Once he came back around, like he got in the environment and he just wanted to rap the way he rapped originally, and he did it. And I didn't tell him not to. It's just from an artist perspective, you shouldn't really put a pigeonhole on an artist.
I felt like when he came back with Murder Mace and spitting all of this, holding my Glocks and all of this stuff, and he was just in the pulpit, to me, it became very fake. And now I can't take him seriously as Pastor Mace.
Well, you know, that's a lot of people. I think anything that changes too fast is no good. You know, it has to take a gradual process, and Mace kind of jumped from one extreme, a huge lifestyle difference from that to what he was doing as an actual minister. Whether his intentions were good or bad is not from, you know, neither me or you to decide. But I just feel like from being around him that it was just too fast of a change. Like, you're an attractive woman, right? In order for me to be as attractive as you are, I have to be successful and have it be publicly noted, because away from my physical attributes, stability is attractive. And then I start to feel women come to me, and I have to be selective like an attractive woman, and pick and choose who to be with, and not just be with any and everybody.
Right. Will you work with him now that because I know he was doing some G-Unit deal, or did that fall through? Like,
yeah, that didn't work out.
But now that he's free, would you go back to working with him?
Well, I'm not looking to. You know, like, it's just. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that I wouldn't actually do it, but I'm not, you know.
Yeah.